Viva! Viva President Jacob Zuma! Viva! Viva! Manda! Away to Manda! Thank you very much, National Chairperson, Corporate President, the Secretary General, the National Organizer, members of the National High Command. Yesterday we announced the additional members of the National High Command who have now been appointed into the national leadership. And some were present in the Howling press conference which we had. But there are two members of the National High Command here who have just been appointed, whom we announced that we could not be raised to say who they are. So that is Comrade Sposiso Hade, Comrade Lion Police, is a member of the National High Command. And it's also Comrade Seramina Mohali, who has joined us. It's also the head of political education. We're going to just quickly take everyone through the decisions of the national officials. That the national officials have resolved to appoint the leadership collective of the province of KwaZulu-Natal in a meeting which was fully constituted on the 21st of January 2025. So KwaZulu-Natal remains a very strategic and important province in the life of Mkondo Sizwe. And of course, they contributed the lion's share of the votes that were received by the MP in the 2024 general elections. Mkondo Sizwe remains the most supported political party here in the province, and it should remain as such. And that number of people who support Mkondo Sizwe should always be qualitatively and quantitatively expanded until we have taken over government. As the President has announced that despite some difficulties internally that have happened before, that the leadership that is going to be announced is expected to abide by maximum discipline and abide by the decisions of our organization, so that all of us are on par in terms of what is expected. The broad principles that were considered in the identification and appointment of the leadership is of the province. The DSG is telling me that the other member of the National High Command, who did not announce in Johannesburg, is Comrade Jabu Khoza. So the principles, the criteria broadly that has been considered in constituting the leadership collectives of the province of KwaZulu-Natal is: one is experience of the leadership that is being identified, its skills and knowledge and expertise, its geographic spread, and all the components that are going to announce show some geographic balance, gender balance, generational mix, national group representation, continuity and change, retention of institutional memory, and social sector representation. We're going to request for the province leadership that they must join us in front of the top 8 of the province as we announced them. On the 25th of October, the President had publicly already announced that the convener of the province of KwaZulu-Natal is Commander Willis Mkhulu. And I think we'll have to sit in the middle. on seat number 5. And then the deputy convener of the province of KwaZulu-Natal is Commander Line Zwane. And the coordinator of the province is Commander Sibusiso Dondaguru. And the deputy coordinator is Commander Shedi Velemse. And the provincial organizer is Commander Simpiwe Mpungos. And the deputy organizer is Commander Regine Obo. The fundraiser of the province is Commander Vusi Velase. And the deputy fundraiser is Commander Stephen Modi. We are now going to announce the leadership collectives, the top 8 leadership collectives. Let's just quickly clarify that we had said earlier that in the provincial detachment, this is the top 8 of the province, and there will be appointment of 22 additional members, 2 from each region. But the National High Command has already taken a decision to appoint 2 additional members into the province of KwaZulu-Natal, who are Commander Bapezi Lengiti and Commander Nomushe Nodala. So these are the first 2 additional members, meaning that the remaining 20 will still be appointed to constitute the full complement of the provincial detachment. And I think by just perhaps to come, the comrades are going to now announce of regions now so that we know who we are announcing. We are going to now announce the leadership of all the regions, and they can indicate. I think Comrade Nomushe can sit at the end of that time. There's a chair already here. So the other comrades who are going to be announcing of the leadership of regions, when we announce the name, you just stand up so that we know who the comrades are. For eThekwini region, the regional convener is Ntanta Shezi, Commander Ntanta Shezi. And then the deputy convener of the region is Commander Glenn Goldstone. The regional coordinator of eThekwini is Commander Tabani Lituni. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Rochelle Dan. The regional organizer of eThekwini is Ndabezi Tapiela, Commander Ndabezi Tapiela. The deputy regional organizer is Commander Philip Mtembu. The regional fundraiser is Commander Kamisani Masiruko. And then the deputy regional fundraiser is Commander Temba Shelembe. And then we're now going to the region of Utugela, which is the region with the three sub-regions of Alfred, Yuma, Gosnagal, and Ukashan. Then the convener of Utukela region is Commander Zwelima Zubuko. The deputy convener of Utukela is Tabile Vilagazi. And then the regional coordinator of Utukela is Commander Mtadeli Kormo. It's continuity. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Wiseman Ngobesi. The regional organizer is Commander Kusnati Nkulu. The deputy regional organizer is Commander Nati Nyembe. The regional fundraiser is Commander Amahle Ngem. And the deputy fundraiser is Commander Eugene Hadel. Now we're going to the region of Umzinyati in Coast Babata, which is domain to Sinai Nomfu. Then the regional convener of Umzinyati region is Commander Sipho Mieza. And then the deputy regional convener is Commander Lilani Zoni. The regional coordinator is Commander Bekima Donsela. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Mogesi Mbambo. The regional organizer is Commander Nkululeko Yanga Mtembu. The regional fundraiser is Commander Kulekane Zoni. The deputy regional fundraiser is Commander Tembelani Shababu. And then the region of Ugu, Lower South Coast. The Ugu region is a very complex region, which the complexity is going to come to an end from today. The convener of Ugu is Commander Lugani Shogwa. And then the deputy regional convener is Matetuka Taba. And then the regional coordinator is Commander Dumisa Mitrele. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Zinke Shezi. The regional organizer is Commander Winile Zoni. The deputy regional organizer is Commander Mzokona Bukani Ntongo. So the recent graduates of the regional fundraiser is Commander Samkele Stone. And the deputy regional fundraiser is Pigile Ndlovu. We're now going to the region of Herigwala region, which is the municipalities of Mzimkulu, Greater Kokstad, Greater Mzimkulu, Buhlorezi. The regional convener of Herigwala region is Pazumuzi Mpanza, Commander Pazumuzi Mpanza. The Deputy Regional Convener is Commander Tembikosi Mtenza. The Regional Coordinator of Erugwala Region is Commander Mbuyiseni Poswa. The Regional Deputy Coordinator of Erugwala is Commander Nosukoma Miaisa from Topstar. The Regional Organizer of Erugwala is Commander Bongani Msou. The Deputy Regional Organizer is Commander Senzo Chia. The Regional Fundraiser of Erugwala will be Dumisani Tata. The Deputy Regional Fundraiser of Erugwala will be Nkuseki Nelson Lega. Then the next region to announce is the region of KZN, the region where the president comes from. The convener of KZN will be Commander Smoni Sotulu. The deputy convener of KZN is Commander Nontando Tibu. The regional coordinator is Commander Siso Sabela. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Dumisani Kanyile. The regional organizer is Commander Sipozu. The regional deputy organizer is Beki Treasure Gumede. The regional fundraiser is Vusi Shope. And then the deputy fundraiser is Commander Sharon Jan Mohen. And then we're going to the region of Ilembe, which is Mandeli, Mapumulo, Tukuz, and Brenda. The convener of Ilembe is Commander Basil Tuli. The deputy regional convener is Zibuse Makoba. The regional coordinator is Commander Ndomi Futezu. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Dudla Flom. The regional organizer is Commander Ndobela. The deputy regional organizer is Commander Sanele Shan. It's a generational mix. The regional fundraiser is Commander Sholima Tools. The deputy regional fundraiser is Commander Mpume Lutuli. Umkanyakude region is the next region we're going to announce. Umkanyakude is Mtubatuba, Mtaralinga, and Jozini, and P5 Clarissa municipalities. The regional convener of Umkanyakude is Commander Eric Tuli. The deputy regional convener is Commander Nhlenyama. The The regional coordinator is Commander Blessing Bukosini. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Senzo Vuyane. The regional organizer is Commander Tobi Tangase. The deputy regional organizer is Commander Lindiwe Ngubane. The regional fundraiser is Commander Solomon Msani. The deputy regional fundraiser is Commander Zonke Zibande. Then I'm now going to Zululand region. Kisupongolo Dumbe Abatulusi Ulundu Pongolo. The convener of Zululand region is Commander Stockfair. Let's continue it. The deputy regional convener of Zululand is Commander Malibongwe Kubek. The regional coordinator is Commander Sihle Kaba. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Gamula Mtenjwa. The regional deputy coordinator is Becky Bernard Mtemu. The regional organizer is Kangelani Sangweni. The deputy regional organizer is Becky Mfungu. The regional fundraiser is Sebenzile Nkosi. The deputy regional fundraiser is Commander Noma Butelezi. Amaju, the regional convener of Amaju. Amajuba is Newcastle, the house and Namatangi. The convener of Amajuba is Commander Musawe Kosi Zulu. The deputy regional convener is Commander Sipombata. The regional coordinator is Commander Lihota Munare. The deputy regional coordinator is Commander Nontankam Tobe. The regional organizer is Commander Sibusiso Gobese. The deputy regional organizer is Commander Busisiwe Makubo. The regional fundraiser is Commander Busisiwe Kubeka. The regional deputy fundraiser is Commander Siabonga Mbokazi. And then the last region which we're going to talk to is the Ngumbundo region, because Ngumbundo region, the position of the national officials on recommendation of the provincial working team is that we should not appoint a regional detachment in the region of Ngumbundo. We should instead appoint a regional working team which is going to do work of stabilization of the region until such a time is the ground is matured enough to could appoint a regional detachment. In the intervening period, there is a regional working team which is going to be convened by Commander Kosi Ntolo. the regional working team will include Commander Kirin Ngobo, Comrade or Commander Cindy Lemanoni, Commander Mzondile Goke, Commander Pile Mbele, Commander Tandeni Kumalo, Commander Sengiwe Gubani, and then Commander Tolman Zuma. So that is the collective that we are here to announce for all the regions and the RWT of the region of Ngungundu. The emphasis that we're giving is that Mkondo Sizwe is gaining proper organizational shape and form. And we need to consolidate all the shape and the direction that is taken in order to lead all the progressive forces in South Africa. We are not yet where we are supposed to be, but with maximum focus and discipline, we will get where we are supposed to be. The whole organization must always be guided by the principles and values that are found in our constitution, which is Ubuntu, unity in action, Pan-Africanism, patriotism and equality, honesty and respect, democratic centralism, mandates, accountability and reporting, organic forms of public representation, discipline and hard work, knowledge, ability and meritocracy, class consciousness. If we all understand, internalize, and adhere to the principles and values of Mkondo Sizwe, we will win not just the battles ahead, but the war for total emancipation of our people. I'm reminded by the national organizer that we should acknowledge, which we did earlier, that the provincial detachment, the top 8 of the provincial detachment of Mpumalanga has joined us as part of this meeting. But today we were dealing with the announcement of the KwaZulu-Natal provincial detachment and the regional detachments thereof. We will constitute a process of announcing in the same way the Mpumalanga detachments and all their regions once we have concluded on all of them. National Chairperson, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This part of the program is for immediate interaction, but I'm also informed that the president is aware. So we will do that. We'll ask the corporate leader to take over this part of the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, National Chair. Thank you, SG. Jigijela Mkondo Jigijela. Jigijela Mkondo Jigijela. Viva President Zuma, viva. Viva KZN, viva. Comrades, let's congratulate the leadership of KZN one more time. This is the part of the program where we engage with the media. Any questions and answers? Let's start with the first 5. If there's any, by show of hands, I'm sure my son's there, he's got a question. That's the first one. Second question? No. But there's a mic over there for you. Name, surname, and which institution you represent, please.
Sure, I'm looking just on the Moses Mandela region unknown. There was a court case that involves the IEC official accused of stealing all banks. During the address by Wilson, there was some commotion that was happening. There was some also reading him off the stage. I'm trying to understand, are there any confusions in your issues? Thank you.
Thanks for that. Is there a second question? Let's give it to the SG.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much, National Spokesperson. We are aware that during the state versus the IEC case in Maritzburg, there were people who were heckling when the provincial convener was speaking. And heckling in terms of the constitution of Mkondo is a disciplinary issue. It's an offense. Like if you check the constitution of Mkondo has been distributed here in the code of conduct. Part of the prohibited activities or offenses is heckling when people are speaking, whether in meetings of the organization or any other meeting. It's not allowed for members of Mkondo. So if you check in page 56 of that constitution, on page it says that heckling and disrupting meetings of the organization or any other organization is an offense that requires the disciplinary action. There is a complaint that has been lodged and was brought to the attention of the national officials about the comrades who were involved in heckling, each and every one of those. And we are going to activate the code of conduct of Mkondo Wesizwe to hold them accountable. And then the disciplinary process, we do not know what will be the outcome of the disciplinary process. We have already announced yesterday the changes to the positions of the national officials in the composition of the National Disciplinary Committee that Advocate Danny Kofi is the chairperson and our deputy president is chairing the National Disciplinary Committee of Appeals. So the case of those who hackled in Moses Mabhida, each and every one of them is going to be subjected to a disciplinary process in the organization and be held accountable. To happen. And if there are other cases that relate to Moses Mabhida in relation to Msunduzi, what two candidates who went to contest elections without the mandate of the organization. The candidate is facing a disciplinary hearing, and those who registered him as well are facing a disciplinary hearing because they did so without the mandate of the organization. And the disciplinary committee is going to reach its conclusions and then table a report to national officials and national high command, and we'll take a decision based on the outcome of that. Because we are not going to have an organization where people do as they wish. There must be discipline in the organization, and we're going to enforce it without fear, without favor, without tiptoeing around any wrongdoing, so that we can hold this organization together. It's the only instrument. President Zuma was saying to all of us earlier that this is the only instrument in the hands of black people. It's the only instrument which is going to totally emancipate our people. So we cannot tolerate instances of this behavior and indiscipline in the organization. So that is the firm position that we have taken. Even if those people were 100, we're going to charge 100 of them. Whatever number for us so that we nip in the bud all instances of indiscipline that exist in the organization. Thank you very much, Chairperson. It's very far from me.
I think there was one more question. You had a question? And this side. Okay, so let's start with the lady over here. Please, your name, sir, and which media outlet you represent.
Good afternoon, my name is Precious from Maniki TV. So I have two questions. The first one is, today we know that the deputy president of the country is in Richmond, where he is welcoming 200 members from the NK party. How are you taking that as the NK party? And the second question is, we got some information that some members from the regions are not happy with the other people that you have been announced So how do you arrive to decision of announcing those people or maybe choosing those people? Thank you.
Thanks. Second question.
Thank you. I'm from the SG. Obviously, when the party was first formed, you had a number of, one would say, teething problems in terms of leadership. And I remember at one point, President Zuma speaking about obsession that people have with leadership positions in particular. So I just wanted to find, obviously, you've now had an extensive time to engage with the structures, to now come up and decide on the leaders that you have announced here today. Are you confident that you've stabilized in terms of leadership issues and that confident that the issues that you've been having with objections, with protests, as my colleague was just speaking about already, signs of unhappiness for some members. Are you confident that you are now in the right position and that these leaders are now going to be able to take the MK party forward?
Just outside of this particular setting, just 2 weeks ago, the police minister announced the disbandment of the political task team that was looking into political killings. I think it was also the recommendations of the Moerani Commission that given the politically charged environment in KwaZulu-Natal, form this particular task team to probe political killings. I think cases like that of Sinisomaka as well were also investigated by the same task team. Now it's disbanded in a year where political parties are supposed to be campaigning for what will be the local government election next year. What is the party's stance? Is it a good thing to disband this political task team, given the politically charged environment, but also given the upcoming local polls, which I think a lot of people say will be hotly contested? Thank you very much.
Is there another question? No. Okay, let's start with the first one. Regarding what is circulating at SG. It seems like they say the DP of the country is welcoming MK members. Would you want to respond to that question?
No, thank you very much. Those gimmicks of political parties, and then they go to a gathering and then they give people MK t-shirts on the entrance, and then they later on take the t-shirts off and give them ANC t-shirts. So the ANC was defeated conclusively in the province of KwaZulu-Natal on the 9th of May. There's got no chances of recovery, it will never recover. There is no possibility of the ANC recovering. One, they don't have leadership anyway. We have got leadership of the provinces here in the province. So they're not, and we know, for instance, we don't want to elevate some of these issues that part of the reason why they over-celebrated what two Msunduzi was because they sponsors the destabilization of our candidate registration process.
Yeah.
And even when a wrong candidate from our side was registered, MK still got 37% of the vote in that one. So let's see what will happen with the deputy president of the ANC. This by-elections coming in Ward 2, Richmond, on the 18th of March. Regional organizers and deputy organizers from Richmond must go and reaffirm the presence and the support of Nkoto's and not involve ourselves in the deeds and all of these other things that are happening. I don't know which members are aggrieved by which leadership, because we have just announced the leadership now. And as far as we are concerned, the leadership that we have just announced now, no one knew about it. So we don't know which members are aggrieved by which leadership, because the leadership was resolved on Tuesday. Today is Friday. We are announcing the leadership publicly for the first time. So if there are members who are aggrieved about the leadership that we have chosen, they will bring that to our attention and they must tell us why they are not happy with certain leaders that we have selected. But the leadership collective, the national officials, the national high command, we are fully confident of the leadership that we have identified for the province and for all the regions. We are fully confident that they will play the roles that they've been assigned to, that they will not be involved in factionalism, they won't be part of the parallel structures, they won't be part of wrongdoing. So we have got full confidence in the leadership that has been identified. But that is not a license to go and undermine the membership on the ground. To say confidence in you from national leadership means that with responsibility, we must go and make sure that we inspire confidence, we unite the membership of Mkondo Wesizo on the ground. Because some belong, of course, to certain groupings. So all of us, let's go and collapse all the groupings and factions and all of those things that happened before. And then we lead united regions and we lead a united province. That is the only way we are going to defend our gains. And there is no one who is going to reverse the achievements which Mkondo Wesizo has got to achieve here in the province. If anything, we are going to advance on that, on the gains that we already have gained. The last question was on the disbandment of the political task team by the South African Police Service. I think before the President speaks, we can allow the national chairperson to respond to the question of the SAPS.
When I reinstate my threat, because firstly, I think it's unfair that we are being asked to respond on behalf of the police minister. It's incorrect. Because surely, I would assume, I don't know, that there must have been assessment kind of reports and analysis that must have informed such a decision, whatever those reports were. So it would be difficult to reflect on a matter such as this when we are not disposed to the information that must have been used to arrive at a particular conclusion. In any case, the question of a unit such as that, dealing with the question of political killings, was not linked to the exercise of elections necessarily. It was more to do with the particular circumstances that existed in KZN at the time. And therefore, because of the analytical sort of reports that came through, a decision was then taken to establish the police unit dealing with the question of political killings. But not because it was a unit that per se was going to monitor the behavior of people in relation to elections and so on. So I think let me leave it at that. With regards to that, before everybody assumes that I'm a minister of police or something. So, okay. Having said so, I think this session has come to an end. The question and answer session from the media. We then ask the President to come on stage, please.
Yes. Thank you very much, Salo, the Secretary General, leadership, all of it, and the new, brand new leadership today in our serious. Thank you very much. I think we have done everything we wanted to do. Oban Bonge, the leadership that has emerged today, particularly in this province. I'm sure the provincial leadership, as we see it, is here. And then the regions. We thought it was important for us to reach this stage. As you know, we are the youngest political leadership that is here. If we were to tell these old stories and what has happened, you will realize this was very necessary. A party, 1 year old, 1 month. Some were saying this is fake, this is that. Ha! You don't say so to this political organization. So we thank you guys to come and listen, because we are establishing an organization, a serious organization in our country. We have had a little bit of talking before you arrived, because we're talking about this party, how it emerged. Unfortunately, you missed that part. Now, now we miss. No. But we were saying, Mkondo Wesizwe is here. Is here to stay. And we discussed what has happened in the process of saying, here we are, as Mkondo Wesizwe. Also, the importance of Mkondo Wesizwe in the processes of our political history. So we are very happy, and we are happy that we now can say we have a leadership that has been identified by the leadership, and they are given an opportunity to lead at different levels. And I'm sure you must have seen the comrades who stood up to say, yes, here we are, as leaders of Congress. We'd like to thank you to come and be with us this morning. I'm sure you realize that Mkondo is changing South Africa into a new kind of leadership. You are going to see as we move. And we have discussed with comrades that this leadership is taken very seriously. And we are serious. We would like to thank comrades who came, who were with us, who were with us. All other things put together. we are an organization to watch. It is a service organization. So mine is to thank you. We are building this organization slowly but surely. I must also say, we challenged those who were doing the voting, who were counting the voting, because we believe we won. We won, and we believe the courts are going to do the judgment, and that judgment must be fair to everybody. And as you know, the case is about to start, and we show that if the honesty is there, we're going to see who is going to be running the country. This country is going to be run properly with every respect that you have. But thank you for your coming to be with us, to ask questions. I can't say more. Unfortunately for you, you missed something. We will whisper to some of you in a later. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, comrades, for your coming here to be here. It is absolutely wonderful. Ongelona ilu uzongibona kahle ubona yasupa finance mkalela spar spar gamena. Thank you very much, comrades. Thank you very much.
Comrades, the meeting is folded up. We've come to an end. Thank you very much.
So, the leadership of KZN, if we just stay, we want to take pictures of everyone and profiling for our media team, please. Thank you.